Thomas the Tank Engine wouldn't stop being a nuisance. Night after night, he kept the other engines awake. "I'm tired of pushing coaches around the yard. I want to see the world." "You couldn't see the world," said Gordon. "You're just a small tank engine. Besides, you're too small to do any work like us big engines," said James. "You're just a bunch of stick-in-the-muds," said Thomas. But Thomas was a little engine with a long tongue. Soon, the other engines went to sleep, with only Thomas and Edward being awake. "Ignore them," said Edward. "You can take my trucks home tomorrow, and I will do your work in the yard if our drivers agree to it." "Oh, that would be lovely," said Thomas, excited. Early the next morning, Thomas and Edward woke up. "Morning, Edward," said Charlie, his driver. "Morning, Charlie. Say, I got an idea." "What would that be?" said Charlie. "Is it okay if me and Thomas switch jobs for today? He takes my train, and I will do his work in the yard," said Edward. "Well, I honestly don't have a problem with it," said Charlie. "Neither do I," said Thomas's driver, calling from his cab. "Oh, thank you, Edward. You will not regret this," said Thomas as he raced off to the yard to collect the train. Now, trucks are silly and noisy. They always don't pay attention to what they are doing, and, sadly, they play tricks on an engine who does not know how to handle them. Edward knows all about trucks, and he tried to warn Thomas, but Thomas was way too excited to listen.
"So, who has caused the most accidents this week?"
Definitely me. I'm the biggest van here in the yard.
No, that would be me. Literally last week we caused a huge accident with James.
Wait, hang on a minute. Be quiet, guys. I hear an engine coming.
Wait, but that doesn't look like Edward.
"Look sharp, you lot," said Thomas.
Oh, what right does he have to say that to us?
Yeah, we want Edward, not a small green tank engine pulling us.
"Well, that's too bad," said Thomas. "I'm going to be pulling you today, whether you like it or not." Soon, the guard blew his whistle, and Thomas was ready to go, but the trucks weren't ready.
Oh! Wait, Thomas, wait. We aren't ready.
"Keep quiet back there," said Thomas, and he gave the cars a bump.
All right, we are coming along.
Thomas began going faster and faster, but the cars became more crosser and crosser. "Wheesh," said Thomas.
Slow down, my axles feel like they're going to give over any moment.
"Quit your moaning back there," said Thomas as he went even faster. He raced into one side of the tunnel and out of the other side, blowing his whistle at some people watching him go by. As he steamed through the station, he could see the hill in the distance. "That silly old hill will be easy," he said to himself. But it wasn't easy as Thomas had thought, as he was struggling to climb. Come on, I gotta make it," said Thomas.
Hold back.
Soon, Thomas made it to the top of the hill. I did it, I knew I could do it." "Let's put on the brakes before we head down the other side," said his driver.
No, go on.
And bumping their buffers together, they pushed poor Thomas down the hill. Oh no, driver, brakes, now," said Thomas frantically. His driver threw on the brakes. Poor Thomas had tried to stop them from making him go too fast, but he went even faster as they laughed in their silly way. Stop, please, stop, said Thomas. Then Thomas saw the next station up ahead. "Oh no, what shall I do?" Thomas shut his eyes as he rattled right into the goods yard. This is gonna hurt! Thomas had came to a stop inches from the buffers. He sighed a heavy relief, but a certain controller had seen everything happen. "Thomas the Tank Engine," said Sir Topham Hatt, walking over to the green tank engine. "Why in the name of Sudrian did you come here so fast?" "I didn't mean to, sir. The trucks pushed me," said Thomas. "Well, that shows you still have a lot to learn about trucks, Thomas. And maybe after shunting them around here for a few months or so, you may know as much about them as Edward. Now, I want you to leave these trucks in the goods yard and go back to Natford, where Edward will teach you more about trucks." "Yes, sir. Sorry, sir," said Thomas, as he steamed slowly back to the big station yards.